Hi viewers, welcome to our channel, our education, our thoughts. Today, let us learn about tenses. So, what are those tenses and how it is useful and how it is helpful in spoken English. So, for all this, we need tenses. In this, what do you mean by tense? Tense means we will say or we will talk about the time. So the action which is done in which time. So according to that we will say, for that we have to know that these tenses. In this, let us see today the present tense, past tense and future tense. These are the basic major tense. So according to the time, the action which is done, so we will divide these into present tense and past tense and future tense. So present tense. In the present tense, we have four types of tenses. That is simple present tense and second present continuous and third present perfect tense and fourth one present perfect continuous tense. These are the four tenses, subtenses can be seen in a present tense. So, how it is useful? In this, let us see today in our class the simple present tense. So, why it is the late? Let us get started. So, what is a simple present tense? So, we have to know that what is simple present tense and where it is useful. Let us see now. So, for example, you see here, I work. Here, that you can see that I is the subject and work is a root verb or base verb. So, simply the subject and root verb will be there in the simple present tense. Otherwise, you see this example. This is also I am working. So, what is the difference? I am working and I work. In other languages, it doesn't make any difference. But in English, there is. So, I am working means I am working right now. What I am working, what I am doing right now, at present, we can say that action which is going on still. So that is I am working. Now I am teaching. I am teaching grammar, tenses like, isn't it? So that is going on. And that kind of actions can be said in I am working like that. So the action which is going on. But here I work. I work means it is also, it lasts long or permanent like our jobs are like that, isn't it? So I am a teacher. I teach English. So I teach English means not only at present. I may not teach it now, right now, but majority, I mean most of the time, my job is, yes, teaching. So that I work. Such kind of things can be said in a simple present tense. Simple present tense. In this, if you observe that the structure can be, subject plus verb base. And of course, sometimes it can be seen even object also. This is the major structure can be seen. So, what do you call subject means? So, if you see the subject here, what it might be means, so noun comes as a subject, pronoun comes as subject, and a phrase comes as a subject, and sometimes gerund also comes as a subject. All these can be seen as subjects. Sometimes even objects also will be like this. Even objects also, nouns, pronouns, and phrases can be, isn't it? So, if you see that subjective means these comes there, and verb, root verb will be the base verb, that only simple thing, and of course object. Simple, I work at school. That means you see here I work, I subject and work is a verb base. At school is, that is somehow another extra information. So this is the structure for that we can understand, and while writing it, while using it, simple present tense. So the actions which can permanent, which last long, which are general routine things, generalized things, even facts, universal truths, daily routines, whatever it is, even principles like, isn't it? So, such all those can be said in, what are those? In the simple present tense. They are all said in simple present tense. So, let us see where we can use this. For example, here, generalized things, facts or truths, routine works, daily routines like, or habits or habitual actions, quotations, or principles. All these can be said in a simple present tense. Generalized things. For example, which can be true even. For example, I work at school. Daily I go to school and I teach there. So that such kind of. Even facts and truths. What are those facts and truths? For example, the sun rises in the east. The sun rises in the east. The sun rises in the east. That means even the sun sets in the, the sun sets in the west. So that is also fact. Routine like, for example, I wake up at 6 o'clock. I wake up at 6 o'clock. That is. This is also routines or habitual actions, both come under that. And quotations, for example, all the glitters is not gold. It's a question. Quotation. Isn't it? And principles. All these come under that simple present tense, universal truths and all these. Most importantly, these are very much useful for us. Is it clear to you? Now, let us see how the structure, how can we use this. That means when we don't want to do that, that means the negative. That means the negative structure and all those things we can see here mostly very much useful for us in the simple present tense. How to say that positive sentence, negative sentence and a question word. For example, positive sentence. Here let us see negative sentence and here questioning. Questioning. So let us see. So for this, very simple. What is the structure for simple present tense? Subject will be there, V1 form will be there, and object. It can be. But negative takes that subject, do or, let us write in as well. Do or, what do you call, does plus not plus V1 form plus object. In the negative questioning, in the questioning also we can see here, you see. For example, what is here? For example, he goes to school. Here, subject he and goes, whenever third person singular comes, that adds the s or es to the verb in the simple present tense only. You can see this kind of structure in the simple present tense only. So, that means third person singulars. Third person singulars, if you see, he, she, it, these only adds the V1 plus, sometimes S might be or ES might be. Okay, so this kind of structure can be seen in a simple present tense in the positive. In the positive. He goes to school here. He is the subject and goes to verb and this is, we can say, object. Like. So now let us change into this one. He goes to school means he school వెళ్తున్నాడు అని. So that means negative means opposite. He is there, subject is subject he, and goes is here. Goes means third person singular, no? So that kind of singulars, third person singulars will take this one, does one. Does plus not. Does not. Next, go to school. He does not go to school. Here we can understand here as does, do adds as, he does not go to school. Here it can be seen like that. Otherwise, for example, they play cricket. It is an habitual action, so that they play cricket. Now here, while writing that negative, they do not. Do plus not. Sometimes don't, doesn't, like that. So they do not play cricket. So in this way, we can write like this. For example, when you want to say that negative, just you add this does not or do not, and verb base is common. It doesn't change here in the negative. Only the changes can be seen in this verb only in the positive. So this is way we can say that the negative sentences. Now let us see some of examples like for these only how to make questions. Questioning. How can we frame a question? In this, here also positive and negative is there. For example, this means you can understand here, already here isn't it? Negative, let us see first. He does not go to school. Does not go to school. This is actually negative sentence. In this, how can we frame here? So what is here? The question form. So to make these two words, okay, do or does, here does not, doesn't, while questioning, so take short form. Doesn't he go to school? Question mark. So doesn't means it means when you bring that helping verbs to the first, it becomes a question. So doesn't he go to school? We will ask like that. So he does not go to school, that is negative. Here helping verb is there. But while coming to this, here we can't see such kind of helping verbs here in the positive sentence. But what we can see here, so that this means he goes to school means he does go to school. Here they do play cricket. This is actually structure so that we can frame like this. Now we brought the helping verbs here. So with the help of these helping verbs we can make the question. So positive question here, how does? Does he go to school? Does he go to school? That means, so as it is the third person singular, the helping verb comes here, does. Does he go to school? Here also they, that means here we use do. Do they play cricket? So like that we can frame that. So now let us see that positive question always what will be there? Do or does plus subject comes there and V1 form plus object and question mark. And whereas negative don't or doesn't plus subject plus V1 plus object, only these will change that. So this is the way we can say that the simple present tense for universal truths, facts and all those things. These are the most important things when you talk about the things which are facts, which are truths, which are principles, which are quotations and which actions will be permanent or jobs like routines like habitual absence like for all these things you can use this simple present tense which has that very simple subject plus verb base plus object in the positive. So positive will always be like this and the negative will be just we will add according to this do or does with not or don't. Sometimes don't, sometimes it doesn't. We can say here while questioning here we can see here. So all these things will be very much helpful to you. So I think this is a very good class for you. So you just follow this and you might have seen that all the classes of mine in the previous videos also. You just go through those also. Then you will see these will be very much helpful. I hope you will use this class and you will make use of these things while speaking English. And thank you. Until that, I mean, while watching these videos also, if you do not subscribe till now, just please subscribe and encourage us. And thank you.